Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to TRK Multimedia, TRK Discovery. And we are continuing with the AI discussion that we had last week. The last time that we met, we had a brief discussion about AI, the inception of AI, and how it affects people's life. Today, we are diving deep into the meditations of a Christian saint. I've already told you that if you've not bought this book, it's in depth. It had a lot of information. So you go to Amazon, it's just $15. The Meditations of a Christian Saint or the Council of Living Saints. So I recommend that you go get a purchase. I think we have the hard copy and the audio type,
Audio version, yeah.
or the audio version. So you can purchase any of the one that you want, you think it will be appropriate for you. I'm using the audio version and I'm enjoying it. I'm playing in my car every now and any time. But one funny thing is that I keep on repeating, because maybe I couldn't finish with this part. I have to repeat it again. I have to repeat it again. So yeah, it's good. If today happened to be the first time that you are watching us and you've not subscribed to this very channel, please do us a favor, like a flavor, and subscribe to this channel for us, TRK Multimedia. We also have TRK Multimedia Sports. If you're interested in sports, we have TRK Multimedia, TRK AfroLink Diaspora for overseas content. So you can just choose the one that you want and follow us. At the same time, just try and support this community, TRK Multimedia community. Bro, I quite you.
Yeah, that's super.
All right, yo. So the last time that we met, the last content that we made, we talked briefly about AI. It wasn't brief anyway, it was in-depth
Yeah, I
discussion.
mean, yeah,
We
listening
had
over it
a lot
is
of
a
discussion
lot of
about
in depth.
AI. Yeah, very in-depth. And according to your book, using AI to manipulate people's reality, do you think it's fair? And who decide whether it's fair or it's not fair?
Yes, thank you, viewers, and I'm always happy to be here with you and share with what we have in the book. So I'm glad to be here and thank you. And if not subscribed, please do to TRK Multimedia and then also share. The content is great, and yeah, thank you for having me. Well, the AI, as we talked about last week, is getting out of hand. I mean, the advancement that we have made, the progress that we have made with AI is huge. And the meditation discuss about how people can use AI to manipulate other people's reality. And that is a serious thing that I don't know if many people are looking into that possibility. Because imagine if AI is used in a way that all the information about your life or about a lot of people's life is fed into the data, is fed into an AI, such that all the decisions that you'll be making, it kind of influence the decision that you're making by making the possibilities and then the options for your choices available for you. So in a way, um, it's not that you are making those decisions on your own, only that you are making it in the confluence of the available choices that it provides. So who it can control in a sense, who you marry, who you what to buy, and who you connect with, the information that becomes available to you. And effect can really, really manipulate in a way how we make choices and decisions, which may think that it is. And if we are talking about humanity, that is huge. Our ability for free will is huge if we're able to do that on our own. The fact that came how this came into being was like, do you know about NPCs in games?
Yeah.
So these are like non-player characters in games that makes the game feel normal. It's like if in the game you go to Walmart, and in Walmart there should be people walking around to make it realistic. But there was this I found on YouTube that a guy was able to walk around in a game and ask these NPCs questions. And the question that he was asking them was like, "Hey, do you know that you are not a human being?" And they are like, "No." Like AI NPCs, like, "No, I'm a human being. I live here. I have a wife." Then he said, "No, you are not a human. You are just a character in a game." He said, "No, I live here. I have a life. I wake up in the morning. I go to work. I do everything that I do." And I'm like, wow. So even in that realm of the game, the NPC has a form of understanding that oh, is alive. And then, but in the end of the day, it's just a program, a code that somebody has created within the game. So yes, I mean, it's kind of unimaginable to think that our life and reality can be controlled in a way using AI, and that is serious if that is possible.
So when it comes to definition, or who defines whether this the kind of character that we are seeing, whether it is fair or not fair, people who made it, are they people who made it, or those who are affected?
So yeah, when we are looking at fairness, I mean, we are looking at fairness in life. I mean, many people say life is not fair, but we are looking from the fact that we human beings have like kind of intrinsic, inherent value and worth, which is not granted. So if it is impacted or affected, then that's where we are looking at where fairness come into play, right? So in a way, we are all here trying to survive. We are all trying to make ends meet. We are all here trying to get ahead in life. But when somebody use AI as a tool to manipulate us or manipulate another human being in a way that affects their life and decision making process, then we will say it's like you're cheating life. You're cheating the system. You're cheating the other person who is looking at it from the victim standpoint, right? So yes, but again, yet again, we ask who is the judge? Who is judging? I mean, looking at how they've so much advanced into AI, the possibilities of what AI can do, and the impact that they have on life. Who is the judge to say this is right or this is wrong?
If they created it for genuinely benevolent purposes, they are supposed to protect them from harm. Okay, improve their health, so that transform the ethics of manipulation. If as you ask.
Yeah, that is a deep question. I mean, there are ways. It's more like you have a child and you trying to make decisions and life decisions for them. Do we say that you are transcending or transmuting their rights or their humanity, right? So in a way, if they create AI and the AI or the robots trying to make decisions that will save us, right? We can't not say that if you use manipulation and at the end of the day your intent is for benefit, there's no way that that can be judged as righteous because of the ends, the results that you produce, right? So in the end, we are looking at it as in so many ways we have dictatorship and tyranny. The roads to the tyranny is paved with stones of um, to the benefit of the people. So if you're looking at security, they will say, "Oh, surveillance. Let's just for security purpose, let us know everything that is going on around you in your house and everything in your life." Then we are having something that goes against our privacy would be the sacrificial lamb. So yet again, we can't justify manipulative tendencies and activities with kind of intent that is going to benefit the people. Let us find ways when deep within such benevolent acts is an inherent kind of evil and inherent kind of interest that the individual have. So yes, we're looking into AI to benefit humanity, to advance humanity, but in a sense where as in the book, we talk about the devils, people trying to use it to manipulate people's life and reality is not acceptable. And I don't think it's fair.
So when it comes to cheating, I mean, what kind of game or social life or social contract is being violated when AI manipulates reality?
So it's kind of how do we put it? Like even in the dynamics and economics of the world, right? Every country trying to get GDP up, trying to bring down inflation, make life better for their people. And here you're looking at people building AI in a way to cheat the system,
Okay.
right? I mean, let's say Bitcoin mining, right? These are all cryptocurrencies which individuals can use AI to advance it, but that that in a way we are looking at when it becomes manipulating, right? Then you are cheating life. Then you are taking away, and this is in the line of the fact that we are talking about manipulating or changing people's reality, right? So if that is the case, then we are saying you are cheating life in a sense that there's cheating because people are now not having their humanity. Even God Himself that created man gave us our free will. So if you are trying to create a system, right, that would be able to manipulate people's kind of reality, like control their life in a way that they are making decisions, but that decision can only benefit he who has provided the choices for the decisions to be made, then that is cheating. I mean, you are not allowing people to go through life in terms of having life experiences, which means the mistakes we make, the decisions that we make, those are the things that makes it human. So if you take away that from humanity, then you're cheating the system, or like you're cheating life. You are not letting people to experience life as God created it.
Okay, you just made mention of God created, God creation.
Yeah.
You know, we were all, when we were born, when we were kids, we came to meet like ethics of life, and our parents were teaching us about, the principles of life, how God wanted things to be done, and this is good, this is bad. Right now, I think AI is teaching something different. Using AI to shape someone's experience or fundamentally different from the traditional persuasions or marketing or even parenting. Is it not uh, diverting like that principles, what we came to meet, or is it not just idealizing, trying to put its own idea into the people, especially the kids, because they put the idea of the whole thing in a game. The kids play the game always. They play it and they begin to pick up what the AI teaches them. Now, when you are talking about A, they'll be talking about B, C, and D because they think this is what AI teaches them. This is what is right. This is what is on TV. Don't you think we are diverting from that ethics that God gave us?
Yes, I can see the possibility. So we are looking at currently AI is what we have made it. And the last time we talked about from narrow AI to AGI to ASI. So if for now, whatever that we are feeding into it is what is giving us, then I would say it's the developers, it's the policymakers, it's the owners that are making the AI behave the way it is behaving. So in a way, if they are looking at the reality of children growing up with some ethics, with some religious background, with growing up in God and all that, and then they choose to use AI, as we know, soon education system will be changing. I mean, you go to a class and the kids will have, and even now in China, that education system has changed. Not like the normal one. We come, the teacher will be only one standing in front of the board and writing and writing. You'll be copying and you'll be listening and all. Now they have AI that you can, more like a VR. You put it on your head. The kids, it monitors their attention span. It monitors their eyes and how their fatigue, and then also how the kids are learning and reporting to the teachers and their parents. So education in itself is changing, but we need to. And again, as I said, when we say we the ordinary people are just end users of AI, and if only the leaders of this world and then the policymakers will really put things into place to safeguard what it is to be human. I mean, we need to define that because I watched one company, I think it's Kipen robots, right? The robot that they've made in China, that robot have artificial skin and it has some dexterity kind of movement like human. I mean, to the extent that when they first unveiled that robot to the world, the public was like, it must be a human being who was like in a mask. I mean, they had the whole face was not sure. I mean, like a robotic with kind of glass uh, face. So people were like, no, this must be human being in like in some costume. You saying it's robot because it was virtually the same as a human being movement. So the company had to bring out a new video in the lab showing just the metal skeletal frame or the robotic frame for people to believe that, hey, indeed it's a robot that can do everything that we can do. And they're saying it learned how to dance and do everything as like as fast as 2 hours. So yes, I mean we are looking at times that are moving on so fast, so drastic, and maybe it's about time where these leaders will really consider where the limits are as to what to keep as human beings, as like you're talking about ethics and what it is to be human. We need to really safeguard that, unless like soon we can't really tell anymore.
The last time my wife had an episode with my kid, and she raised a huge concern about the use of AI. Right now, their school prohibit students using AI to do their work because the student has stopped thinking, using their own, um, way of thinking, do their own, what you say, medulla oblongata to dive into,
Mhm.
um, you know what I mean. So she said that in London, they studied in history that in London right now,
Mhm.
before you become, even in New York, it is there. Before you become a taxi driver, you don't use what do you call it? You don't use navigation. No,
Oh,
even in New York, you have to be able to memorize all the landmarks and all the town maps in your head. Memorize it, even in New York.
wow.
Before you drive taxi in New York, yes, they said, I understand there is this exam that you have to. So in New York, I can say there is no damn taxi driver, as well as London. So you cannot say that you are a university graduate, you are a doctor, so you sit in a taxi driver, you disrespect the taxi driver, thinking because the person drives a
It was
taxi.
just a taxi driver.
Do you understand? Because what he knows, you might not be able to even if you are a PhD holder, you might not be able to memorize the whole city
Wow.
area, landmarks,
Wow.
and gas stations, and like, my goodness.
But that's interesting. Like,
Yeah, because the reason is, I asked her why. Is it because he said it affects
mhm.
your brain? They say that by maybe in about 20 years time, they suspect that the use of navigations and the use of AI might affect human brain, the way we think and the way we, and you will result to using machines to work for us. And what will be the purpose of it? That's why I asked the ethics of life and how we are using it.
So yeah, I mean, what do we want to keep and call it human? Because that's the key thing here.
Mm,
Because everything has a cause and effect,
mm,
and it's like, imagine time ago, people no Facebook, no social media. Look at how life was, right?
mhm,
That was a whole reality, like in a snapshot. Now you're looking at a new reality. Now we have phones, we check our phones here and there, we walk with our neck bent down.
okay.
It's a new reality.
Mm,
So there's a new reality coming.
mm,
And is that reality still have what it is to be human?
mhm,
Because imagine now there are so many jobs that the AI is taking over. And then UB Tech is one company that came out with about 100 or so, five. They said by the end of the year they should be having about 500 robots in the manufacturing industry,
mm,
right? So this is coming. So at the end of the day, with the robots as intelligent, not just in the computer on the phone, but working among us, where are we as humans? I mean, what would we keep? And you are mentioning even our brain, right? The way it works. We all know if a kid is growing, he doesn't go to school, he doesn't study, he grows up and there are things you know but will not be like the things somebody that has studied and knows something in life, right?
mm,
So where would we be when, because now education, I mean, you go to school, like your child is, they're saying you shouldn't use AI. There's also an argument for using AI.
mhm.
Because if you're letting the kid not use AI, he comes out of college, he comes out of the school, in the real world, everybody's using AI.
I see that as laziness, honestly.
Everybody's using AI, my brother.
Yeah, I
Yes.
understand. Yeah, I understand. I know that. But I'm going to ask this very important question. But when we come back from this break, we will continue. Don't go anywhere.
Hold on a moment. Are you in need of a web developer, SEO services, digital marketing, graphic design, or even on site services like artist booking, handyman, house cleaning, and event services? We've got you covered. Save yourself the stress of searching. Let us get you the professionals who can provide you with high quality services for your business and your needs at an affordable price. Freelance Expert, screened by Vasca, are prepared to provide you with exactly what you need, whether you are searching for online services or on-site services. Your satisfaction is guaranteed since our trusted expert wait to be paid until you give your final approval. Know exactly what you pay upfront with no hidden fees, whether your project requires a fixed or even hourly. Your dedicated Vasca support personnel is at your service 24/7. So place your service with confidence. Your expert freelancer is waiting to complete your work right now. Vasca, expect quality, pay less.
Vasca, expect quality, pay less. Welcome once again.
Thank you.
The olden days, right? Um, we used to work lots and lot with our hands. They used to go to the farmland to work, go to the factory to work. Because of that, maybe probably people were, aging to 80 years, 90 years, 85. They still work hard. Today, most of the work that has come, you have to sit at home and work. You say, I'm working from home. People do sit behind a computer, use AI, generate something, make money out of it. Is it not affecting the system?
Yes, it's a reality, right? As we said, how we perceive, how we see the world, how things exist, the ecosystem, right? How the world is at any time, and a screenshot of it, a snapshot, is a reality. So in past, as you mentioned, we worked, we did so many things in terms of ourselves involved and manual and all that. But with AI, if only we keep it as a tool for our advancement. And then if you're looking at the world as we mentioned in the book, right, there is always a clash of ideology. Always there is this kind of one we see the heart of man, right? With greed, with some people too, with hatred in their hearts. That is where the problem is. Because other than that, if everybody has a good heart, everybody is a saint, everybody wants humanity to advance, it would have been a very good tool. Because if we look at the progression of our lives as humanity, we've really advanced using technology. Technology has come into our lives and made our life better as human beings. So if only not the fact that we have beings, entities, as we call devils, who are at play, then I would say there shouldn't be any concern with AI. But just like a tool, right? Any tool can be used for evil and for good. The concern is that there are people that are using it, advancing it, not necessarily for the advantage of all humanity, but for advantage of maybe the few, or advantage of those that would want to control and power. And that is where the concern is. Had it not been such kind of divided um, motives and ends that we all want in life, then I would say, hey, let us go with it. But as we know, people are using it because it's all about, as we say, survival. Some people are looking at it so that they will amass more wealth. Some people are looking at it so that they can control some people in the world. Some people are using at it to, guess what? Whatever evil that they can do. If they were evil 1,000 times, now with AI, they're going evil 100 times, 100,000 times. And that is not helping anybody.
Okay, let me use you as an example. If you realize that you are being manipulated uh, with AI, but you cannot prove it, would the ethical weight change? When you realize you are being manipulated, but you can't really prove it, versus those ones who have no idea at all. Will that change any ethical weight in the society?
I think it does. It does. I mean, it brings it to light if you can see it and you can prove it, but at least somebody mentions it, right? It opens the door and for others to reconsider their life and look at ways where there is manipulation. But yes, I mean that is one thing about life too. We have so many people. Even the Bible talks about in the end, many will be deceived, because the concept of deception is that you are only deceived if you don't know that you are deceived. But when you have the knowledge of the deception, then where is the power of the deception, right? Then it's kind of you are willfully being deceived, right? So yeah, that's the sad thing. You have a reality that you think, oh, everything is normal, everything is good, but nevertheless, it's normal and good because it suits somebody's interest. And so far as you are not going beyond the restrictions upon you, then they think everything is good. You think too everything is good until somebody comes around and say, "Hey, what you're going through is not normal."
So if we realize that we are being manipulated, right? Can the makers of AI really see concern from human before using them? Like, you understand what I mean? If you are using me, if you are using something that belongs to me, you really need to see concern. Will that happen? Do you think you see that happening? That they will see, or they just hide behind the people, use them, manipulate them, and use them to make money?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. I wouldn't say the same thing, but if you're looking at how um, some people ruled other people in the world in terms of either kings or political structure or whatever the case is, the way they've designed it is when the people realize that whoever is in control is against their will, then they have to use maybe legal means, protest, the ballot to make changes to whatever system that is going on. But until the people who are affected kind of somehow rise up in an atmosphere of tyranny or dictatorship, it will still prevail like thousands of years until the people or the because the way the system is, when devils are in charge, it's difficult to think that they will kind of repent or they will change the system to meet them for the lack of a better scenario, right? This is the moral issue, as I mentioned in my book, Humanity in the Balance, Morality in the Age of Machines and Artificial Superintelligence. When we look at, let's say, how we relate with the animals, right? The ones that the cows that we raise and all that, right? They have consciousness, right? But we've come to understand that they are not at par with us. So what we do, we eat them, although there could be alternatives to eating cows, right? And of course, we can talk about there are animals that we relate well with, domestic animals that some people now call them families. And if you are harming them and they are standing by, I mean, I know there are states where you could
Against
be,
the law.
yeah,
Yeah,
against the law to
you'll be
harm those
prosecuted.
animals.
Yeah.
Is that animal different from the animal cow? No, it's just that we as human beings has made the laws for some animals. We treat them well, some animals we don't treat them well,
Let me
right?
chip in this. We went to Ghana and we were killing goats. So the kids were standing by. They saw again. It's not fair. It's not fair. But they didn't tell them what we're going to use them for. So when we finished the fufu and we were eating, oh, this soup is yummy.
You don't
This
know
soup is
idea.
yummy. You knew that. You knew nothing about the soup.
Yeah, I said that to say, right, that in this world, the way it's structured, the more intelligence seems to be kind of in control, right? So, in a way, when we're looking at history, like we mentioned last time, there's been so much atrocity, genocide, Holocaust, death, pain, and suffering, dark ages that we ourselves even have subjected our own kind to. And um, we can not say that that same people that perpetrated such evil have just disappeared on this earth. So now we have holy people all over the world, and human beings are the center and then the focus and priority in every decisions we make. And again, as we mentioned, with the advancement of technology and AI, what we tend to see is that people are now being sidelined in terms of prioritizing humanity in the things that we do. So I can't say that these people who are in charge that are advancing AI in a way that some of us think and see it as replacement of humanity, or in a way will make human beings less relevant in terms of hierarchy of power and of kind of ranking in this world. Like now we are on the top, we are more intelligent than all creation. We decide what happened to this world. We make nuclear weapons, we make biological weapons, we make all that we want to make because we are in charge, right? To the extent that, you know, sometimes we declare war on some other country, some people do whatever we want to do. But when AI takes over, or when people using AI become so powerful, would they still see humanity as a priority, right? Would we? Because when it comes to Amazon saying dismissing workers, do they think about what are they going to eat? What job do they have? Are they going to pay their rent? How are they going to live in the system? Or it's like, nope, we just want
They are
to
also thinking about the free
we just want
flow
to
of
be
their work,
effective. We
saving.
just want to
Yeah.
be more productive. So
Productive
we
to
bring
who?
in
Who will buy it? Will AI buy their stuff or human? Because
that
if you are dragging us out, how are we going to get the money to order your product? That is one thing that you should also look at. Fine, you are using AI, so you lay aside a lot of people. Right now, those people who are working in Amazon, I don't think they pick things from Amazon free of charge. They also order online. They use money. They need the job to make money to order. Right now, you lay them aside, right? You lay them off, and you are using a robot to do your job. So where should they get that money? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Where should they
I
get money to
understand.
order?
But that is you're still looking at, let's say, the confluence, the cycle of how money runs, right? What if in the near future, money as you saying it will not be something as we relate with right now, so that these big corporations will not necessarily, because the money they get, they still pay the people, right? Because if I have 1,000 employees and they kind of rely on me and everything, if I let them go, I'm not paying them, right? And what do we use the money for? If at the end of the day, Amazon doesn't need so much money in a sense that we think money is, right? Then what is the kind of the cycle that I pay you, you use your money to buy my stuff, I get money, because money in itself is going to change, right? And if you think about it critically, money is a matter and an issue for the people rather than the those that are in power. Like um we need the money, we not them, right? Not necessarily them. If you like, to them, what they need money for is different from what we need money for. So if they let us go and they are not getting money, in effect, it's not necessarily affecting them as much as affecting us.
They've already made a lot, maybe.
No, I mean,
They've
I'm
invested it
looking at ways
in life insurance
they
and
are
some other
redefining
stuff.
money right now.
They are
They are
redefining money right
redefining
now.
money right now. So purchasing power will be different in some few years.
Wow. So is there do you think there is a difference between someone being manipulated with AI and those ones in reality? There's any different in character, any different in
Well, manipulated reality, as we would say, is not good. I mean, and yet again, the meditation will say, "Who is the judge?" Right. So that reality that we are talking about, where you are able to control. It's more like you're looking at AI that knows the law from inside out, right? And then an individual entrapping individuals and then putting them in positions where they will do stuff that will get them into jail, right? Those are manipulated reality, right? So we are saying that even if in the end the person that is the victim on the manipulating end thinks it is good, right? That doesn't justify the human reality that the person is supposed to have for the free will that he's supposed to have, right? Because the key thing here is that we say we have free will, but you can't exercise your free will if you don't have a choice. And yet you can't have a choice if you don't have alternatives, right? Because if I say, okay, go to the parking lot, buy a car, and then you have only $50,000 to buy a car, you may want Rolls Royce, but no. But you making a choice in the confinement of the 15,000, you'll be happy. Like being somebody doesn't have a car before will go there and he's like, oh my God, I love this car. It's 50,000. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful, right? But somebody that knows so much of a car will like, no, 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 no. I want that. No, you're like, nope, it's within 50,000. So the options that you are provided you, right? Although you may feel free will, you may feel that you are all the choices in the world, unknowingly, you have no idea that maybe if you had $300,000, you could have bought a better car, a more luxurious car, right? So that is the whole thing. The reality of the person may be like, oh, everything is all right and everything is good. I'm good here. Unknowingly, is under manipulative reality, right? So it's hard because in measuring such a that to a manipulated reality and a actual reality, it takes an outsider sometimes, right, for people to really know that no, all this while we've been manipulated, right? All this while, for instance, let's say our country Ghana, right? If only someday, right, we realize that, oh, there could have been a system, right, that could have made us all billionaires in Ghana, every citizen a billionaire. There is a system, or like a president may come and he's like, I can make every citizen a billionaire. First of all, everybody would like, now everybody's like, no, it can't be possible. How can you make that happen, right? But yes, there could be a system with all the resources and everything that we have. There could be a reality that is totally different from the reality we have now, right? But still, somebody here will be like, I mean, if I have my way, right? It's like I can make Ghanaians millions of dollars, right? But there we are with our reality. We are so happy with the little we have. We do Dirty December, we chill, we celebrate independence and everything. But there could have been a far better reality which we are missing, right? So yes, it's hard for individuals that are manipulated and the victims to really sometimes know that they are manipulated, even sometimes in an abusive relationship. Sometimes the victim may not even know they're under abusive relationship and still love the abuser. And you, the savior that wants to save such a person from such relationship, now becomes a third person or an enemy, right? So yes, it's hard, but we just hope for a better world.
So I have this last question before we run up. The uniqueness of AI. How unique is AI? Because you and we've trying to use AI to make some short skits, and it can't even really collate the first scene and the second scene. You cannot get the characters the same face, the same way of behaving. So how unique do you think this AI, or you think as time goes on they're going to pick up?
Well, I always say what is available to the public is always different from what is in the circles of the powers, the people that have and the people who are well to be. So one would say, when did even ChatGPT comes to light? And when did AI actually came to life, right? It are two different things, right? It has been used under the secrets of national secrets, right? Or I would say billionaires and people that are well to do have been using these tools for all this while. And I don't know what happened all of a sudden. I think about early 2020s and 2019 or so, now everything became public. We now have access to it, and they are releasing it. Like, just look at Lincoln Navigator
Mhm.
2010, and then iPhone, right? Old versions and new versions. One would say, why can't they jump leap, right? From iPhone 6 all the way to 17 in next year, right? Or iPhone now is 17. Why can't they leap from iPhone 17 to iPhone 30 next year? It's released, right? So who knows that maybe we have an advanced version, but they're just releasing it a little bit to us as the public. So in its uniqueness, right, in some few years, I believe, to the public is gonna be wild, like, as to what AI could do. But behind closed doors, as to secrets which, as a nation, no nation will make public, there are more powerful AI than we use outside as the public.
So, what advice will you give to? I know last week you gave some advice. If you have another tip that you can give to the public, the users, if it is something that you think it's how they should use it, how they should use it, because to me, I think it's not everything that you have to use AI so that you, if you are not an engineer yourself, if you are not somebody who can also sit behind a computer and create something using your brain, I think it's not everything that you should use AI. Some things you should try to, tune up your own way of thinking capacity a little bit. So how do you advise people to use AI without compromising the ethics of life, compromising how life reality is, or giving AI the full opportunity to take over?
Yeah, that is a deep question in terms of how we can look at who you're advising,
Mhm.
right? So the average person, or the anybody like myself using AI, I would say go ahead, learn how to use the tools. You don't necessarily should know how to build an AI yourself, because now the models are all around, that you don't need to start from the scratch. So just learn how to use it, know how to prompt, and just learn a tool every day. I would say learn a new tool every day, and then if the tools that you know, sharpen it. Like, I know myself, I use Claude AI, I use ChatGPT, I use Perplexity for research work, I use Gemini for nano, Banana for image generation, Sono AI for music. So just learn a tool every day, and then hear or listen to the news. Be abreast with what's going on in the world of AI. What's new in AI, and then to those that are developing AI. Most of the times you are talking to a developer, he may be just a simple engineer. He's paid to do what the boss tells him to do.
Mhm.
So when it comes to ethics, if he doesn't do it, the law of survival, they will sack him, they will get somebody there. But it all comes, as we talk about who a saint to be, we should all be a saint. Then sometimes you still have to stand your ground and do what is right, although the effect or the impact may be negative to your life and survival. So we call on them, right, to uphold what is right when it comes to the design and development of AI as a worker for AI developer, I would say. Then we talk about those that are in policy making, decision making, billionaires that are advancing AI either on the individual level or at a nation state. We are calling on them all to I mean, the question is the call, right? We call on you, maybe saying, for God's sake, right? who knows if they believe in God or they don't believe in God. But still, so far as you have the power to create AI, advance AI, we are calling them all to do what is good with people and in life, not to bring something out that will destroy life, will kill life. As we know, the laws of life is you don't live at the expense of another man's life. So we're calling on them to consider humanity, consider, as has always been, all human beings that have lived this world was to the main goal of our collective consciousness was to advance humanity, not in a way that will eliminate humanity, not in a way that will make us irrelevant, or in a way that will destroy life, but promote life and make the world a better place for us all.
Okay, before we go, you have AI class, right? How do you do it? How do you organize it?
Yeah, we do have it on our website, opticalsolution.com, and that's where you can see all the AI classes. We have introduction to AI, we have machine learning, we have prompt engineering, and then also AI tools. So yeah, visit us, and then you
Who
can.
qualifies to apply for this class?
It's just individuals. It's just like you go online, you just register, and then you take the class at your own pace.
Where are you supposed to be before you apply for this? Is it only US resident or Canada resident, or
It's available to everybody. I mean, it's online,
even if
so so
you
far
are
as you
online, you are in
register, yeah, you
Africa?
just register, you can take the class.
Is it expensive?
No.
Okay,
I
so
mean, we did some promotion as low as $50.
okay.
Yeah, you can take a class, just introduction to AI. Yeah.
Okay, so this man is not just a writer, only a writer. He also teaches AI, and he has abreast himself with the modern one. He encourages us to learn the tools. Um, I'm going to let him teach me. So, this book, The Meditations of Christians, and that is what we are still discussing, and we have all these things in it. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our discussion for today. AI. How important is AI? Has AI been to our life? So what is the genuinity of AI? The differences between AI and reality? And how effective would that be in your life? You've talked a lot. We are fortunate, or we were fortunate to have Mr. Ajiman Bonsu. You're fortunate to have Mr. Ajiman Bonsu here in the studio, and my name is Ata Bafo Jamra. If today happened to be the first time of watching us and you've not subscribed to our channel, TRK Multimedia, please do well to subscribe to TRK Multimedia. And when you finish, don't pause there. Just click on the notification bell. The bell, when we click, it will open all personalized for you. Please do well to choose all. When it happens like that, I will not bother you again sending you links on your WhatsApp again ever, because YouTube will itself send you the notification anytime we upload new video or we go on live. So that is very important. And remember, we have 3 different channels. We have one for sports lovers, TRK Multimedia Sports, and we have one for those in diaspora, TRK AfroLink Diaspora, and we have TRK Multimedia channel itself. Until we meet again another time, please do us a favor like a flavor. Go to Amazon. I say it again. Search for this Meditations of Christian Saint or the Council of Living Saint. You get the audio version or the hard copy
And even Kindle version.
or the Kindle version. How is it like the Kindle version?
That's the ebook. Like,
Ebook.
yeah,
Yeah,
you buy it
yeah.
and then you can read on tablet.
So we have a lot of versions over there. If you go there, you get any problem, please do well to contact us on 210-852-3584. I'm going to connect you to him, or you have a phone number that you want to put across, or maybe they should contact me, then I'll talk to you. Okay. All right. So you can contact me on 210-852-3584, the phone number on top there. so that we will be able to link up. Then you know how to order this book. Until we meet again another time, we say enjoy the rest of your time. God bless you. Bye bye.